Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Luka Doncic asked for a big man to be hired for the center position. And to everyone's surprise, Jackson Hayes has improved his production and become an important starter for the team. And he was injured in the last game and was evaluated, and the injury could sideline him for a few games. And this will be a detriment to the Lakers, who will face the strong Boston Celtics team today. We fans trust in the potential of Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves to be able to beat the Celtics. Jackson Hayes is injured and is at risk of missing some important games. Hayes has stepped up in a big way as the starting center post-trade deadline. When the Los Angeles Lakers traded Anthony Davis for Luka Doncic, while they were getting a franchise superstar, the prevailing thought was they still needed a starting caliber center. They thought they were getting one in Mark Williams, but that trade with the Charlotte Hornets was rescinded due to concerns over Williams' health. However, the answer to the Lakers center conundrum might have been Jackson Hayes all along, which is why his potential injury could be a major blow. Jackson Hayes appeared on the Lakers' injury report ahead of their huge showdown on Saturday against the Boston Celtics. Hayes appeared to suffer the injury scare late in overtime during the Lakers' win against the New York Knicks. Hayes was fouled and hit the floor for a moment, before eventually getting up gingerly and sinking both free throws to give the Lakers a 109-107 lead they would not relinquish. With the Lakers looking to continue their 8-game win streak against their rival Celtics, Hayes is officially listed as questionable with a right knee contusion. If Hayes is unable to play against the Celtics, the Lakers are thin when it comes to frontcourt depth. Their best option off the bench, Trey Jemison, is on a two-way contract. Veteran big man Alex Len was signed for insurance, and is a spot-minute player at best. They could also opt to go small with someone like Jared Vanderbilt moving into the starting lineup. Christian Koloko, who has shown flashes this season of being a capable rotation center, is currently in the G League with the South Bay Lakers as part of his two-way contract assignment. It's possible that if Hayes' injury lingers, Koloko could be recalled to the main club. Much has been written about the Lakers' need for a starting center, even when Davis was still on the team. Davis had let it be known that he wanted the team to pair him up with another center, replicating the success the team had during their 2020 championship run. But since the trade deadline, Hayes has been the answer on both ends of the court. Hayes has developed a strong rapport with Luka Doncic in the pick and roll. In the Lakers' win against the New Orleans Pelicans on Tuesday, he scored a season-high 19 points on 8 of 8 shooting, mostly off lobs from Doncic. And on the defensive end, he's been a steady anchor. He currently holds the team's fourth-best defensive rating, 110.9, behind only Vanderbilt, Doncic and Jordan Goodwin. With Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum at the forefront, the magic of the Lakers-Celtics rivalry is back. The Celtics cruised past the Heat on Monday, February 10, to improve their record to 38-16. That marked Boston's penultimate game before the All-Star break and the second of 3 consecutive 30-point performances for superstar Jason Tatum. It may have been a ho-hum night for the defending champs taking care of business, but it was far from a regular Monday night in the association. Nearly 3,000 miles from Miami's Kaseya Center, the Lakers were gearing up for Luka Doncic's highly anticipated debut in purple and gold. Given the widespread after-effects of a trade that may be felt for decades, Tatum, who had scored 73 points in under 72 hours, was asked about what was set to transpire on the other side of the country. "I don't know. I know a lot of kids watch the Celtics play," Tatum said of young fans who get to see yet another superstar suit up for the Lakers. "That was a big trade and a big change. But I'm not a little kid anymore, so I don't really watch the Lakers play. I'm a big Celtics fan." As often as Tatum is scrutinized, his personality came out through a polite but curt dismissal of an attempt to draw back to his childhood fandom of Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. And if you read between the lines, he says what needs to be known about the dynamic between him and Doncic. The Celtics-Lakers rivalry will never go away, though it has taken on a more friendly tenor in recent years. Both teams haven't held the contender label since 2020, but 5 years later, the biggest trade in NBA history may have restored the feeling that defined the 1980s and fans last truly felt in 2010. Can Doncic versus Tatum be the new Magic versus Bird? It's easy to draw parallels between the two individual rivalries, but let's be clear, there will never be any dynamic like that of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. Still, if anything could come close in this day and age, it's Doncic and Tatum. As the Lakers-Celtics chapter of their duel begins, the two have already met in the finals, albeit while Doncic was a member of the Mavs. Adding to their dynamic is that their peers, Tatum and Doncic, were selected third overall in consecutive drafts, and they're less than a year apart in age. Where Magic and Bird had the converse weapon, Doncic and Tatum are two of just 3 Jordan brand athletes with signature sneakers currently on the market. Their roles as the heirs to Michael Jordan's shoe lineage are yet another bond that ties them together. More than anything, though, is a healthy rivalry that fuels them as competitors. As calm and cool as Tatum often appears on the surface, any mention of Doncic's exploits can be enough to get the Celtics superstar fired up, as revealed during Tatum's visit to Jeff Teague's podcast. You can even tell by his answer about Doncic's LA debut. They'll need to meet a few more times in the finals to become the new-aged rivalry, but Tatum's role as the face of the Celtics franchise won't be changing anytime soon, and Doncic will assume that role for the Lakers as soon as he's ready. As for the current face of the Lakers franchise, LeBron James-Celtics rivalry runs deep. When James ripped the hearts out of Celtics fans by leading the Cavaliers to an unlikely road victory in Game 7 of the 2018 Eastern Conference Finals, you would think there was no way he could become more despised by that fan base. Then, he signed with the Lakers 6 weeks later. Now that James is in the Western Conference, the meetings between him and the Celtics are much more seldom, but there's something poetic about a fan base's least favorite player suiting up for its least favorite franchise. And even though he only meets them twice a year at most, the 22 years of history between James, the Celtics, and their fans include 7 postseason series. All that's left is one with the biggest prize on the line. James earned his rightful place among Lakers greats by leading the franchise to an NBA title in 2020. But will you truly be remembered as a Laker if you haven't met the Celtics in the finals? What once seemed largely improbable is now a real possibility, and a big part of it has to do with Doncic's arrival. There's no time like the present for an NBA Finals rematch. In 2020, the Celtics fell 2 wins shy of setting up their 13th NBA Finals meeting with the Lakers. James Worthy is absolutely loving Trey Jemison contribution, raves about Luka Doncic, not this guy. The Los Angeles Lakers came up big in overtime with a win over the New York Knicks. The LA Lakers winning run continued with a 113-109 home win over the Knicks, ahead of a tough upcoming road trip. Luka Doncic led the team with 32 points and LeBron James closely followed with 31, with the Lakers moving to 40-21 for the season, now the top 2 seed in the Western Conference. And while the contribution of the star duo propelled the win, it was the bench that helped make the difference in a real team effort. LA Lakers bench makes the difference. Lakers legend James Worthy believes the difference between this team and the iterations of the recent past is the depth from the bench. Gabe Vincent stepped up with big three-point plays, contributing 12 points, while the defensive effort from free agent pickup Trey Jemison continues to impress. Worthy likes depth and versatility. The Lakers have to be able to grind out wins. He told the team's post-game show on Spectrum, "In the past, we didn't have that kind of production from our bench. You have guys like Gabe Vincent, who we know can play, not afraid of the moment, comes and really saved us in the overtime hitting big shots. Tip-outs from Dorian Finney-Smith, extra possessions. It's good that our bench is in tune with our starters and give them what they have, what they need when they come to the game." Trey Jemison, coming into the game, just hustling and using his physical body, he got one little put-back jump, made a big difference in the game. The bench production is solid. Trey Jemison has a perfect record on the Lakers, winning every single game he has come into, and he is enjoying his role, even recently earning praise from Luka Doncic too. Luka Doncic is relentless. Worthy could not neglect another big performance from Luka Doncic, who ended the night July 12, 32, and felt he was especially impactful down the stretch. He said, "He never gives up. Man, that overtime heater, he just hit some big shots, some big, tough shots over Towns. They tried to put size on him." He also continued to get into the paint and distribute from there. It was a grind, but his ability to be in the moment, most guys, not having a good shooting night, they might try to pass or get to the free throw line, or get a layup. Not this guy, he's relentlessly looking for the big moments, and that overtime he started something. Doncic is proving his effectiveness on the Lakers, making the Dallas Mavericks look increasingly foolish for trading him away. He is now averaging 23.8 for the team, a number that seems to increase with every game.